Hi, my name is Bo Winder with WCAP Financial Services. Today I'm going to be giving you an introduction to our core product, unsecured seed capital funding, which is something I've been able to use for myself in my real estate investing, but more importantly, helped thousands of clients to use for their investments, both in real estate and really any other type of business that you can imagine. So to give you that introduction to seed capital, because a lot of you may not know exactly who we are, we do this on a very large scale. We do this for a lot of big companies. Subway, 7-Eleven, FedEx, Maaco, Meineke all use us for this. We've actually done over $2 billion in this type of funding since 2008, and we do have a perfect A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. So we're very proud of that. We like to think we're the very, very best at this particular type of funding. What we focus on is this one specific type of funding, which is lines of unsecured revolving credit. And unsecured, of course, means that you're not putting your personal assets up as collateral against this money. So if, heaven forbid, if you were to go out and default on this money, the banks cannot come after your home or your savings like they can with other types of funding. Because of that, banks are very hesitant to give out this particular type of financing. They usually want to give out these tiny amounts and charge really high interest rates. The national average on this right now is about 17 to 20%, somewhere in that range. So it's very similar to the credit cards you have in your wallet. It's the same thing. What makes us different, or I guess popular with these small businesses, is we're able to come in and look at hundreds of banks and take the very, very best, maybe 6 or 7 banks at any given time for your specific situation. And we combine those banks together in such a way that they're not interfering with each other. And that allows us to do two very important things. The first is that we can get you a lot more in this type of funding than our clients would ever be able to get on their own, typically anywhere from $25,000 to $150,000 in available credit. The second thing that we're able to do is have a drastic impact on those interest rates. Rather than that 17 to 20% national average, we are actually able, with our unique system, to completely eliminate those interest rates and keep this all at 0% for at least the first 12 to 18 months. As far as what gets you qualified for this funding, the qualification process is actually very simple. We don't need to see business plans or financial statements. We don't even need to see income verification. We just need to show the banks that you have good credit. Good credit typically means a credit score of about a 640 or above. And again, that's not a line in the sand. Some people might approve with a 600 score. Some might get denied with a 680. It really depends on the content behind that score, even more so than the score itself. Some other factors that come into play are things like existing reporting bankruptcies, recent credit inquiry activity, so a lot of hard inquiries within the last 6 months could potentially be an issue. You can have some, and that's okay. And then also collections, judgments, and liens. Some of those may need to be resolved before we move forward. But the good news is we can look at all of that very simply within about 60 seconds, automatically, without doing any kind of a hard pull or inquiry on your credit. To find out how much funding you qualify for, follow this simple process. First, register by going to WCAPfinancial.com, clicking Get Me Funded, and then filling out your personal information. Finish the pre-qualification process, and we'll have your results internally within 60 seconds. Please keep in mind, this pre-qualification will have no impact whatsoever on your credit. Once again, I'm Bo Winder with WCAP Financial. We look forward to working with you and providing this funding for you and potentially your clients as well.